M0FXB. So we've had this back from LAMCO, very good service there. I had an FTM-400, had a problem with it, and they swapped it straight away, no questions asked. And so the next thing is how well have they packaged it, because packaging is super important on any radio, because you don't want to get a radio. This one is a used radio, so if it's a used radio, you're going to expect some marks and damage, but possibly. But if it's a brand new radio, then you would expect it to arrive. There's their pamphlet here, in perfect condition. So let's have a look what I think about the packaging. So see the thickness of the bubble wrap on this side. I would expect that myself to be around the whole radio, but it isn't a single layer. I've had radios come through. I had a 710 come through, and that had quite a thin layer, and the 710 is probably 3 times heavier than this radio. So unfortunately it was a brand new radio and it did get damaged, but you know, I have to sort of live with that. I did complain, and I suppose I was appeased with a refund, but to be honest with you, with a partial refund. But the main thing I would like to see is just that radios get packaged properly in the first place, so that these disagreements, that these don't happen. So anyway, so here we are. So as you can see, this isn't a single layer of bubble wrap. Looks like probably 3 layers of bubble wrap. So chances are it wouldn't have been damaged because you've got 3 layers. If it's just 1 layer, then I would say it could get damaged. Now, the other thing is that when you have a bigger radio, a heavier radio, really you would expect to have, I mean, even this one I would have preferred with a double boxing, but when it's a bigger radio, like a FTDX, say 1200, you know, quite a weighty radio, then you definitely need double boxing. But this one's actually come out okay. And so the problem with the other one was that on 70 centimeters, it made this weird fluttering sound. So let's just see if I can get that out of there without ripping the inside. It's got a bit of a rip there where you sort of pulled it. You're probably better off opening the other side and pushing it to get it out. But these are, you know, the FTM-400. It's what's the best thing about it? I would say the best thing about it is the nice large screen that it's got. The manual. Typical ham operators. Manual never used. No. So yeah, you need your stand and the screw. Make sure you've always got the screw that goes in the back of the stand for the head unit, and then yeah, the separation cable. Let's get a better camera position here. Separation cable for the head unit. It looks quite new. It doesn't look like it's been used much, so that's quite lucky, because the last one I got from LAMCO was like that as well. Virtually unused. Even that doesn't look like it's been opened. So it is the sticky type, so that's very nice. I will be testing it, because that was so strange that it would work on 2 meters and 70 and C4 FM, no problem at all. Yeah. So DTMF type microphone. I'm not sure if it does DTMF on the microphone. It probably does, but anyway, so good quality, nice microphone. MH48 written on that. You need to have the sort of adapter for the speakers, otherwise they won't work properly, so you need that adapter. The important one that's quite expensive is the SCU20 cable. If it's not here, I'll have to message them and ask them to post it, mate. Oh, there it is there. The SCU20 cable is for PDN mode. It's so important to have this. Let's see if I got this. Yeah, it's the 20 they've sent me. It's the 50, I think it's the 59, the new one. So that's good news. That was important that I got that. And then obviously the head unit here. Now I actually, when I pack these away, if I ever sell a radio, I always refer to a video of unboxing, so I know how to pack them away, because it's quite complex the way they pack these things away. Right, so I'll break it. So there you are. It hasn't got the screen covery thing, but it looks in perfect condition. It's the FTM-400XD model. The XD model is, they changed something on the GPS basically. So just get a bit brighter here. But I've used the other model and it still works perfect. So I couldn't actually tell the difference between that. Let's get the head unit out now. Now look how well they've even packaged the actual head unit. They've even double wrapped the head unit. So that's good packaging. So well done to LAMCO for doing a good job on that. So there you are, there's the head unit. You've got the, you can plug in external microphone in here, and the camera microphone, should I say. You've got microphone, head unit connection, and then PL259. Your SCU cable goes in here, I think it's 10 pin, and then your external speaker there, power, and quite a hefty power cable on this unit, if I can get it out. Yeah, it's all it's tucked in there, so we will get it out in a minute once we work out how they've done that. Ah, there it is. Okay, there you go. Very hefty. It's got some nice lugs on, which is good, which means it has been used. Of course it has been used before, but this, the previous owner, you can tell, has looked after this unit. So that's it really. So there it is, there's the box. FTM-400XDR XE, system fusion, VHF, UHF. The APRS on that radio is just amazing, and it looks fantastic on the screen. Works really well. And so again, you know, just lastly, back to packaging, and that is packaging a radio when you sell it is super important. The customer needs to get a radio well packaged and confident that it's been packaged in a way where it can't be damaged in the van, especially if it's a brand new radio. Imagine getting a YAESU FT710 brand new with a thin layer of bubble wrap like that, and some brown paper. And then what's the chances of it being damaged in the van? So anyway, 7.3, bye for now, all the best.